You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
It's #WrestlePals.
I'm gonna start doing that. I can't not do that with you. And I'm just gonna commit fully 1 week, and it's gonna look like we worked on it, and it's gonna be terrible. Because you're just doing. I'm feeling. Look. It's not her fault. It's not her. Hey, everybody's #WrestlePals. Hi. Whoa. Apparently, we're being abducted. It happens. It's not that bad. You know, if you just go with it, it won't be so. The more you fight it, the more you fight it.
Sure.
Hey, look over there. It's #WrestlePal Justin.
Whoa, you thought I forgot. Just because I ain't got no phone doesn't mean I forgot.
Oh, that's right.
Dropped it in the toilet.
Toilet. Justin mistook. Okay, there it is. The Frostberry Blast Science. Not a sponsor.
Yet.
Is that how that works? You just keep saying that and all of a sudden they follow you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Let me guess. Zions is already following you on Twitter.
Not yet. Not yet.
What the hell, Zions?
I do have a Zions ambassador following me on the Twitter machine, but not Zions.
What the hell is
the brand.
Are they a country?
I'm going to be an ambassador for Zions.
I thought it was just a beverage. Yeah.
It makes me happy.
Is that what an ambassador
So
is?
tasty.
Let me just burp in the mic. It's cool.
Yeah, do that. While I drink my Zions.
Okay. Oh, God. You know, you shouldn't be disgusted by yourself.
Bad form.
I feel bad. It is bad, and I feel bad. Who feels bad? #WrestlePal Nate. Hi, that's me. I introduced myself. Does it seem weirdly megalomaniacal to you? How about this third-person conversation that I'm having with myself?
I got something for you.
Oh, thank God, Christ. What's up?
It's a present.
Oh?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. Bailey has to tell us she's done with her garbage.
Yeah, well,
it's usually happening right about... Damn, I thought I nailed it.
Perfect.
No, prefect.
Yeah.
Some
we
would
sold
say.
a couple of those.
Really?
Yes, literally
It's
two.
crazy. How do you feel about it, Bailey? Damn it! I'm gonna nail that cut one day.
Nah.
Just waiting for you.
And now it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. See, just because you're not... What?
Dummy, yeah.
Finally, joining the ranks.
Dummy, yeah.
Again, the beauty of that clip was he has a button that says "Dummy, yeah," because that's his catchphrase. Dummy, yeah. When you first described it to me as he's the namer of dummies, I was like, "That's dumb."
It is.
And then I saw it. I was like, "That's dumb." But the fact that he has a button that says "Dummy, yeah," and he broke up "Dummy, yeah" with a button that says "Dummy, yeah," so you get "Dummy, dummy, yeah."
Dummy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On. You give the open. I'll be the button. Ready?
Dummy,
yeah.
yeah.
See how that works? It's ridiculous, right? Guess what? Over as hell with me.
Yes.
Love it. What else am I talking about from the show? Oh no.
We'll get there.
It takes something dumb. To pull me in.
Yeah. Impact should absolutely be embracing the dumb.
We're not Russell Stalkers.
Wait, what?
Because he dropped his phone in the toilet. That's the only reason why. Hey, Justin, how's your commitment?
Oh. You want to know?
Oh, God. You have this at the ready.
Yeah.
Look at that. No.
That's not it.
No, not the old WrestlePals freeze frame.
All right. This is going to suck for a second.
Well, look.
And then, my commitment. This was the commitment before I dropped it in the toilet.
To be fair, Justin, this is probably going to suck for a lot more than a second. Probably about 2 hours. But after that, it's going to get better. Good Lord. Yeah, it's, that's her.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not bae yet. She's definitely bae.
What?
She's bae.
I don't know what the the hell it means. I'm damn near close to being an elderly man, Justin. I don't know when that begins, but I have a feeling I'll know when I get there, and it feels like it's right around the corner.
Yeah.
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 Oh my
Go
God.
ahead. Do it again. Do it again.
Dummy.
Why are you calling me names? Jesus Christ, Justin.
You deserved it.
I know I did. Oh, good. The picture froze on you with his stupid cane in the air.
Good.
Makes me
Angry?
sure.
All right, this is going to suck even more for a second,
What are you doing?
I think. Because I think the audio always, the audio comes up.
There it is.
There we go. All right, so
Good Lord, when did this beard happen?
you're just trying to match that one picture where you look like Big Show. Well, it's a night show.
Well, no, it's at best it's the short and thick show.
It's a big night show tonight. Oh,
It's like every homeless man that approaches me.
yeah, it's a night show.
Nobody wants that.
We're going down right now.
Hey, big man. Every parking lot I pull into. You saw Pops?
Yeah.
How was Pops? Pops a resident veteran at one intersection I don't travel by much anymore, but he used to accost me every day. And in fact, this old man has showed me his nipples on multiple occasions. He'll always dance for you. You don't want it, but he does it. How is Pops?
Yeah, he didn't look good.
Well, he never looked good.
Never looked good. But he's great at Ring of Honor. The Ring of Honor.
Oh, that's
What? Problems?
Something happened last week where we dared somebody to go back through old tweets to see what would damage my political career.
Yeah.
And one of them was me just basically going, "Hi, Justin. My name's Nathan. I like the things you do." And it was like 100 years ago. Yeah. That's right. I approached him. I recognized greatness. And I was like, "Hey, you're great." And you know what? He's still all right.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Hey. You're the best. I know that's not my bit, but I think it's applicable in this situation. I'll leave accreditation and footnotes as necessary. Good Lord, Justin.
I'm sorry. I'm effing around with the camera.
Don't like it? Making you mad?
I don't know.
Making you sad? Want me to reach out and put your hand in mine?
Reach your hand out. Put your hand in mine, Daddy. You understand, if you will.
You doing this one? That's like cupping. Is that what it was? I thought it was more like a... no? I got to go back and watch this promo.
I'm sure you're probably right.
Well, he was like, put your hand in mine. This feels good, though.
This feels right.
I mean,
this feels weird.
Please don't ever pull that clip out. This feels good, though.
Cupping.
Does
this
it?
Feels good. Speaking of cupping, Kane is your new mayor of Knox County, Tennessee.
I was just thinking this natural transition. Yes, sir.
Not surprised, really, and neither was he. I don't know if you saw the acceptance speech.
Yes, I did watch it. And then he chokeslammed a comptroller and then took out the dog catcher. I think he's going to have a reign of terror in that territory. Did I break you? I'm sorry.
No, I was swallowing the Zions. So,
I don't like that hashtag. Get it out of here. Swallow the Zions.
Knox County has Glenn Jacobs, Kane, as their mayor now.
Wait, hold on. County? Counties have mayors?
Well, I guess it's like such a low population county that...
Okay.
I dig it, man.
Well, yeah, okay, yes. I'm sorry. I'm burying the lead there. I'm sorry. Who? Who did you say?
Glenn Jacobs.
Okay.
Kane.
Which one? Those are two different people, right? What?
Well, there was Kane the Undertaker, I guess, technically speaking.
Okay.
I'm talking about Kane, the dentist. Isaac Yankem is the mayor. Which is more embarrassing for him? I know Isaac Yankem as a character is
What's the
more
worst thing they
embarrassing.
could have pulled out of his history?
Yeah. It's got to be Isaac Yankem. I know he personally is the most embarrassed about that.
You know what? I think remember when they did the Dr. Shelby thing, the Team Hell No, the origins of that, when he gave a full rundown of his history?
Yeah.
He electrocuted. I enjoy electrocuting people's testicles. That whole thing. I think just anytime anybody questions anything he ever did in wrestling, he just plays that and goes like, that should explain things. And if it doesn't, then I don't feel I need to explain myself to you, which is fantastic. Like that took the sting out of anything he had done, minus Katie Vick. But I mean, that's just being involved in it, and it was a weird time. He actually escaped that weird era relatively unscathed.
Because he was around,
was
through it.
Yeah, and he was over the top with it. Like his stuff was so I'm pretty sure he's not really murdering people and burying them alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he's not actually setting people on fire with the intent to murder them, and I'm pretty sure his backstory, his actual backstory, doesn't involve murdered parents. Yep. And no, the burns were psychological. Ooh, no, I'm pretty sure it was over the top enough that you could go back and go, yeah, well, it's
television.
This is a show for children, and we're adults, and we're watching it too. But yeah, we get it. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Yeah. But yeah, I think he was so over the top that he escaped. Like if Goldust was running for some sort of political office, they're gonna look back at that and go, "Wasn't this insensitive?" I was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, it's weird. This is bizarre. Yeah, it was my name. It was my name. It's a bizarre one. Yeah, what happened?
Bizarre guy there. You know?
Yeah.
One word to describe me.
What would that be?
Bizarre.
Oh, Jesus. I feel bad filling that in. You know what? The pause is necessary. You want to try it again? No, he wants to swallow the Zions. I understand.
I need to wake up.
I know. I went
no matter how much caffeine I drink, I cannot wake up today.
I went full on sugar, and I'm going to die.
Yeah, that was a bad choice.
Oh, you have no idea the choices I've made. Yes, the Christmas keychain. Yeah, I can't. Why can't I say the word creature? Why is it coming out keychain? Why am I saying Christmas keychain? The Christmas creature.
Yukio.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
What?
I'll wave. Oh, there's your wave. Yes, the Christmas creature. But again, the Christmas creature was so over the top that he could be like, yeah, it was a friggin' Christmas monster. What? It's wrestling. Deal. The fact that he could embrace it. See, this is a problem I have like in my own life. If I just said, yeah, I like wrestling, it's dumb. It's great.
Yeah.
And you know what? You've done that.
Mm-hmm.
You've been like, I don't care. I'm wearing the shirt outside.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, I might buy the shirt, but I might get. You would you would wear that shit to a job interview and be like, "What's up?
This is me.
What's
Accept
up?
me for who I am."
I wore the good one today. And me personally, seeing you on a Wednesday night for WrestlePals here, I'm like, yes, that is a good one. You are correct, sir.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah. Yes. But you're blatant and out with it, and you know what? That's a better way to live, a better way to be. Me, I'm more weirdly closeted with it. Like
It's ridiculous.
I know it is, because if I just embraced it, it would be fantastic, right?
What is the shame in being a wrestling
I
fan?
don't know. I'm trying to get over it because I have zero shame in any other aspect of my life. Why am I lying to you?
You are lying.
Why am I lying to you, Justin?
Because I know. That's the thing, is I know.
Yes, I think Kane Kenny has nailed on it. I could see them at the one of the debates going, yes, we understand you have a history in wrestling, and wrestling is mostly fake. But there was a period of time, I believe you remember, when you were a fake Diesel. He's obviously unfit for office. He's a liar. Damn liar. The devil's face. Oh, that's his name too. Like, as far as gimmicks go, and what can be electable, this should be the absolute most impossible thing to be elected with.
Dude's like 6'11" too. Like
he's 6 a lot.
Yeah, he's tall.
He's a big dude, and he's not like
he was on TV recently.
He's not Minute Bowl like looks like he's made of hangers. He's just he's like
stocky.
A thick giant dude.
Mm-hmm. He was on TV like 3 weeks ago. Team Hell No.
Yeah,
probably maybe a month at this point.
Yeah, it all runs together. I'm old, Justin. It happens.
Still watching wrestling though.
Okay.
Look, man, if you're gonna just to go back, if you're gonna watch it, own it. I'll never understand that. It's like I mean, I guess I kind of understand. I'm never at this point reluctant to tell people I was an ICP fan at one point in my life.
You've explained, but anybody that doesn't listen to you and listen to your explanation of what you have respect for about about them, and their hustle is undeniable. Like, hey, we've created a band, and then we've created a culture, and now we have a society that kind of exists on the fringes of humanity.
Yeah.
But it's welcoming, and it's our own thing, and we've
been around for 30 years.
We've made a lot of money, and we've spread a lot of community, which is a weirdly positive thing to come out of it. In retrospect, you're going to look back over a 30-year career and be like, I feel like they kind of did some good. A lot of drugs, but a lot of good. They gave a home for some weirdly wayward individuals, and gave them something to cling on to. And you know what? There's not a whole lot of people doing that. It's weird. Okay. So, and you can verify this when we log off the air. I'm going on Facebook page, the most public page they do. I don't respond to anybody anywhere, because I'm very weirdly private on a lot of things.
Even on PS4, when we're in the same party chat.
I know, right? Why wouldn't that guy leave us alone? It was terrible.
That is true.
Jerk. He's not watching.
That'd be weird if he was.
He's 7 and he's got to go to school tomorrow. Wait, summer.
It's just doing haulage.
Leave him alone.
That was pointless.
Why was it?
25K. That's it. What's the point?
It's invading everything. Everything. I can just see you driving down the street with your kids in the back. Hey, how much do you think that car's worth?
I do eye up every car I see.
Please.
I'm like, I'll take that one. Yoink.
So Facebook is my most public place, I guess. End of the show today. What do I need to write up there? Yeah, I like wrestling. What? Is that enough?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put that. I need to embrace it, and then I'll link the show too.
It's because people are critics nowadays. I mean, like,
I don't care. That's the thing. That's the part that doesn't bother me. Critique all you want. I see a paragraph berating me. I'm like, cool, well, neat, dude. You just wrote a paragraph. I didn't even read it. What's up? That seemed like a lot of time and effort. You're mad, aren't you?
See, that's the thing. Like, if the critiquing doesn't bother you, I don't understand. What's the?
It's the putting yourself out there thing. I think that gets to me.
You're doing a freaking program right now to the internet,
like the
on camera.
That's the thing. The easy part is where I screw things up, Justin. The hard part, the getting your mind right with making an ass of yourself in public, not a problem. I got that all day. It's the just like, hey, I did a thing. That's the part that scares me. Meanwhile, there's other people that are like, hey, I did a thing, and what they did, it was like you put more effort into.
Patreon.com/oh hi Justin.
No, you doing
shameful.
You doing stuff. The man's trying to hit milestones over here. Okay,
10.
That is a milestone, sir.
I just need 2 more because I lost 2.
What happened? Where'd they go?
I don't know.
End of the month.
Yeah, I assume
you'll get that with patreon.com/oh hi Justin. That's the repository for everything he's doing. Because it ain't just this, man. This is a small part of the Justin Wilson empire.
It's getting crazy too.
You're bananas, man. But you know what? You get to. This is a cataloging, a documentary of a man's descent into madness, and good. Jump in on that. Throw some money at it. Do you want to watch the fire burn hotter and higher? Throw some kindling. Yeah. Patreon.com/oh hi Justin.
Talking to Jenny about an idea. Talking to Fredo about an idea. Talking to Talbert about an idea. Starting a new idea next week with the kids. Talking to Ron about an idea.
Oh, that's okay.
Lots of things. Plus, I still want to do #WrestlePals, #WrestleParty, and eventually #WrestlePals, #WrestleShow. But the Wrestle Show, I'm waiting on you. Which goes back to do a thing.
Do a thing.
And be proud of it.
Yes.
I'm proud of this show. Because
I am too. I'm scared of people's reactions, but at the same time I don't care about the reactions, so I don't understand why I'm scared of it. I understand the weird, not necessarily hypocrisy in that, but the fact that those things exist in the same space and really should never. Like, how can you not care but care to a point that it's crippling how much you care, but at the same point you absolutely do not care?
We are doing a show.
Yes, Ron is still around.
That is
Matt did not knock him out in his backyard.
Yet.
There's still time.
Yet.
Yet. Still time, Ron.
So there's the wrestling world online specifically is swimming in negativity.
Yeah. You know what? Right above all of it.
Yeah, I mean,
because I choose to be.
exactly.
You
Well,
let
and
it
that's
drag
why I
you down?
like. That's why I like this show.
Yeah.
Because rather than fall into the trap of negativity, which is easy to do,
Very.
it's especially when I don't want to say half the time, but there are times when I agree with the things that people are saying.
Mm-hmm. But you don't
I
have to be garbage about it.
I don't have to be garbage about it. I also there's a 3-hour show, and I can focus.
3 hours.
I can focus on the things I like instead of that one thing I didn't.
Right. It ain't for you, or it's experimental, or just let it go, man.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Just let it go. I'm not going to do that other song that you think I was going to do.
What song? Ruru, French Toast Crunch?
Oh, yeah. I should do that one. Did you hear the electric version of Here Goes Nothing yet?
Justin, I'm incapable of having any other song in my head because you put one in there this morning. It's been in there all
What?
day.
Oh. Ah! Come on, fucking guy!
All day. Like I'm driving in traffic. Ah! Come on.
It's so awful, but it's great. That's what I'm talking about. You do a thing, be proud of the thing that you do. Chuggo has no reason to be proud.
It's not bad. Hey, look, it's in my head, man.
Yeah.
It's the best hook I've ever heard. Everything else is kind of garbage. I like the visual style.
I fuck a lot. That's why I stink.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
In your lobby with a knife, that's how I creep.
Cool. Thank you, Chuggo. Chuggo Wood.
Yep.
Chuggo Wood. Good Christ.
Yeah.
It's nothing
Weird.
for... The man
Way off the
dwells in some of the
reservation.
dark parts of the internet, but only the happy dark parts.
Hmm?
It's weird. Warm, like where moss would grow. That's where he's at.
Come with me.
No, I'm good. No. Thanks. Thank you. No.
Put your hand in mine, Daddy. Understand, if you will. Walk into the warm, positive internet, if you will. They're going crazy like a crazy machine. You understand, if you will.
Promo quite well. It's been a while since I've heard it. I don't. So Kane was elected mayor of not a city, which is cool.
Yeah.
And did he run officially as Libertarian or as Republican?
Republican.
So literally the red.
Yeah.
So he is.
It's the hottest story of the of the week.
I get it because hot because fire and okay.
No,
fine.
it's just I feel like it's the biggest story.
No, but I get you're going with the puns of like heat is fire and flames burning because it's got. Yeah, I understand. Jesus Christ, Justin.
ran as a Republican and
I'm Republican because it's red. Red party, red versus blue, big red machine. I understand. There's a lot of weird juxtapositions between things and the things. I get it. Jesus, force feeding this stupid. I can't yell at you.
he did. I liked his acceptance speech though.
Mhm.
I mean, there was a confidence about it. There was he was
And then he beat up.
thankful for.
He won a handicap match against the alderman and a dog catcher. Look, there's nothing but these jokes for like years and years and years and years. I hope the term is 20 years.
But he thanked his opponent. He thanked his opponent in the primary, and then he thanked his opponent in the actual election. And it's like, wow. I mean,
Class.
And he said it's important right now. I don't think we get a lot of that. I think we get more celebration.
I did it. F you.
More,
man.
yeah. And our team is great. Their team sucks, which he didn't do. He's like, I don't agree with her, but she ran a great race.
And then he put the thing up to his voice box.
Rest in peace.
Okay.
Then he tombstone the comptroller.
Like, yeah, I mean, it happens. Wait, we're still talking about Kane here?
Yes.
I watched a lot of election coverage. It was weird.
So, suck it.
No, I'm good, thanks. Good. Just Iron Mike Sharp running for alderman.
I do like that I like that he started low. Like, Rock is talking about running for president.
Rock can pull off president, though.
Well, numbers-wise, yeah. And I mean, is it any worse Like,
Because obviously what you need is some name recognition and some branding.
yeah,
You know who's really got a positive brand behind them?
The Rock.
Yeah.
President The Rock. I mean,
No, I don't. I look. I don't even know how to begin with that.
I like that.
Do you capitalize the?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm just curious.
That's the
The
first
Rock
name.
is obviously capitalized, but
Yeah.
do you have to put it in quotation marks as his nickname?
No,
Do you
it's
include the
President The Rock.
in that?
President The Rock.
What was Lyndon Baines Johnson's wrestling name? The Baines.
The Heartbreak Kid. LBJ. Just a sexy boy.
He was as far as presidents go in at least as far as American presidents go. Sexy boy is not Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Sexy boy.
No. I see Shawn Michaels being more of a prime minister somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gone way
Prime
Texan.
Minister of America.
No. We'd have to have a full change
You're right.
of
Prime
reformatted
Minister of
government.
America.
Yes, that I
Prime
can see.
Minister of Texas.
When Texas sucks. Jesus.
Joe. Thank you. Great beards.
Oh, thank you, sir. I don't know when this happened. It was weird.
This is Big Show. Oh, I get to do it again. Well, it's a Nate show. Down. There's a big bad beer tonight. Oh.
Feel good about that?
Mhm.
Big man. What's up? Big man. Big man. You got a dollar, big man. You call like I'm not gonna give you a dollar. First of all, second of
man.
all, this is just coming insulting.
Hey, big man.
Homeless man. And it feels bad, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry. And then I gave him a dollar because I felt bad. Because I felt like I was attacking him for no reason. Things he couldn't control. Now I'm hurting him.
Huh.
I wanted to be the bigger man. Obviously.
You wanted to
Big
run
man,
for-
big man.
Run for big man?
No.
Hampton?
Yes, I don't want to
What's your platform?
reinforced. Ridiculous, sir.
So Kane runs for mayor.
Mayor of a county.
I like that he started that low, though. Like,
Yeah.
I like that he didn't go right for governor or.
And it's a place he like lives too, you know? He's it's a community that he's involved with, and he's been an activist within that community, promoting his thoughts and beliefs. It wasn't like he just like, "Hi, I'm a celebrity, elect me."
Yeah.
It was I have a platform, I have beliefs. They're well documented, they're well known. I've been very outspoken about them. I've articulated them. People have challenged me on them, and I've been able to temper my arguments as they're challenged, and it's made him a better politician. So when it comes time to run for an office, it isn't just I don't know what to do about that. I'm famous though, so
Yeah.
which I worry that happens sometimes,
Absolutely.
especially on a lower level. It's easy to go celebrity, so you know what, you gotta hey.
Yeah.
But yeah, starting on the mayoral level in his town.
I think that's where, and I mean, just politics in general. I don't want to get too deep into that, but that's what needs to happen is people need to be running for like local elections. That's where it starts. That's where you can make your changes.
And he's of a more libertarian mindset. And I feel like as far as like parties go, Libertarian Party trying to establish itself, yeah, maybe just start somewhere other than the top of the friggin' food chain.
Yeah.
Maybe allow some of those ideas to persist, exist, and have documented success or non-success. I want to go somewhere where your ideas can pan out and live, and almost as if each state was a...
I love Liv Morgan!
Almost as if each state was a different different laboratory of ideas.
My phone so I can look at her right now. I just would like to look at her. Oh yeah, I can look at her over here.
Yes, another Jesse the Body Ventura story. Jesse, also of a more libertarian mindset, but I don't feel he was as articulated on a lot of those points. And he went right to governor level. Again, governor level, pretty high up, but not high enough to really do a ton of damage, I guess. I don't know. But I feel like he got more over on celebrity than on ideas. He wasn't shopping around a marketplace of ideas. It was, I'm famous, elect me. And it was, okay, and they did. fine. But when he went to go put those ideas in practice, it's almost as if everybody was like, hey, man, you weren't supposed to have ideas. Oh, I don't like listening to me.
Oops.
I'm sorry for all of you.
Hey, we're actually on the Periscope again. Yay, I fixed it.
Good.
You're welcome.
Good. So, I feel Kane has Mr. Jacobs, no, not Chuggo. Mr. Jacobs has chosen a fantastic place to enter into politics.
Mm-hmm.
Could he have gone in a city council level? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mayoral? I feel it's about right. Though, what is right?
Yeah.
Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
I feel like he's not overstepping what he can do.
And also, again,
He's not getting over on the fame. He's
Right.
selling the ideas.
Yeah, and again, that's where you can make your changes, is at that local level. But this obviously got me to thinking,
Mm-hmm.
who else could run for office?
Any of them could.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Rhino did. Remember his shirts? Where he would put on the button-ups and go door to door scaring the children? Poor Rhino.
Poor Rhino.
Aw.
Joe. Jesse brought a lot of money back to schools in Minnesota.
Almost as if libertarian ideas can work. Well, I'm trying
the
to scratch
validation
louder.
punch. I almost forgot about that.
Good Lord.
The validation punch.
Ridiculous.
What are you doing over there?
I've got a box cutter. What of it?
What?
I'm going to put the tools away. I'm hopped up on energy drinks.
Okay.
See, I made a mistake. I didn't go with the Giants tonight.
Yeah.
And now I'm on edge and I'm getting a little violent. I'm
Why are
very
you on
sorry.
edge? Get off him.
I've hit you and I've pulled a knife on you
Yes.
in the space of like 5 minutes.
It's awful.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
So let's go back to the Attitude Era.
Okay. People have been saying that for years, Justin. I guess.
Sheriff of Victoria, Texas, Steve Austin. What?
Oh, he would be just an ass. An ass.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because he's going to have to testify in court every once in a while. Do you imagine having a traffic ticket administered by that sheriff? And you go in.
Give you that mean face he
the-
gave Dean on the pod?
The judge is up there. The judge, of course, I assume, is going to be Lord Alfred Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
He does.
is reading the charges. Expired inspection sticker. I would know a lot about this, as I'm speaking from experience. And then the individual
Thing inspected.
the individual would have to say, yeah, I've since gotten my vehicle inspected, and then
What?
I took it to the office and they got it.
What?
I'm lying. I give up. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. They seize his car and all. Yeah.
And that's the bottom line.
Lord Alfred Hayes ain't gonna do nothing.
No.
He's just gonna let it happen. You know what? I got a feeling Lord Alfred Hayes enjoys the chaos.
Dummy. Yeah.
You make a fair point, Eli and the button.
John Cena for head judge. I could see Cena doing something in politics.
Absolutely.
He seems like a real stand-up dude.
No, that's Ziggler. Ziggler does the stand up.
He does the stand-up.
I can't see
Ziggler.
Ziggler.
Ziggler's going to run for something. I mean, he's constantly on Fox.
He's a rabble rouser.
Rabble.
Rabble.
That's true. But I mean, what is politics?
I guess it's an ever-changing industry.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point in time, wrestling may be a more reputable career than politician.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, natural transition.
Yeah.
Let's some of the water find its level here. It's like, hey, this wrestling is too straight laced for me. I got to get into something dirty. Let's go. Cena, I could see as where's he at now? Is he in Florida?
I don't know.
Maybe state representative.
Where he lives. Yeah.
I see him serving in Congress, testifying at the House Ways and Means Committee.
Senator Cena.
No. Not quite Senate.
Oh, okay.
Someday he can aspire to it. Once he gets a little older, a little more haggard, he lets the hair grow back in a little
Senator?
bit. No, I'm going like full on Congress. I'm
Okay.
going state representative.
Okay, so the House.
The House of Representatives, House of Representing. I could see Cena potentially making
No,
that.
you can't.
Okay, fine. I'll give it senator. Now, he's not. I don't think he. I think he's too big to mess around on the state level. He's not going to be a state representative or a state.
Dummy. Dummy. Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be a thing. I'm going to turn the camera. Do it again. This is how it's going to work.
Dummy. Dummy. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how that works. Cena is going to skip straight past state politics unless he goes for a governor. I could see him serving as governor for one term and then running for House of Representatives.
Be a masshole.
Is that where he's out of? The house is in Florida. It's been a long time since I've watched.
I don't know where he lives.
Watched Total Divas, man. What's up?
Total Wrestling?
Total Wrestling Divas.
I don't watch that.
I don't either, man. It's okay.
That was Matt that watched that. I don't even know if he watches that
there's
anymore.
enough. I don't think he. I think it's Overwatch. Like he's mainlining that stuff. He doesn't even turn it on TV anymore. He just plugs the HDMI cord like right in his wrist, and you watch his eyes roll back like, and he's gone. He's gone. It's fine.
Joe Ziggler is a fuckface. He can go to hell. Hashtag Team Justin.
What I like is the fact that you won't say that statement, but if somebody writes it, he will read it verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
Good Christ.
I want to hate him for being a dick to me, but like
Ziggler, I could see running for House of Representatives and losing.
Ohio or Florida?
No, it's Ohio Justin.
Oh, hi, Justin.
That's what that is.
Patreon.com/Ohio Justin.
Ooh.
2 away from 10.
Ooh. How about Miz? You mentioned Ohio. See him going back to the home state?
I could. I mean,
Is he got the profile and the charisma? He's got the charisma enough to do anything.
Yeah.
Could he pull off being governor? That being said, didn't they have John Kasich as a governor?
Yes.
All right, then yeah, he's got it. No problem. Ms. Zanin 2020.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, again,
as long as we're covering people that maligned you in a parking lot, let's cover all of them.
Again, Miz wasn't so bad. Miz, the bad guy, was
bad guy was like,
"Hey, thanks, man.
I can't talk to you. I can't be seen being happy with you."
I mean, it was fine. Like I wasn't asking him to stop, shake my hand, and give me a shirt or nothing.
You should have grabbed your shoulders, spun him around. That's what you should have done. And got punched in the face. Would have been a better story. Justin, come on, think about this.
I don't know. I think this is a pretty good story as it is.
Fair enough.
Considering we're getting Ziggler as a fuckface.
Ziggler super kicking you. He didn't even have the courtesy to give you in the chin. He got you right in the chest.
Yeah,
terrible. Could have hurt somebody, sir.
You were a good guy that day.
He was a good guy that day.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
So,
was he, though? Was he? Good answer.
He's feuding with Rusev at the time. And he stole Lana away from her.
Whoa. Hold on. Where's Rusev living now? He's like Tennessee or Kentucky right now, right?
Memphis, yeah.
Memphis.
Yep. I guess it depends on... See, that's a really red state, so if he runs red... that is one of the colors of the Bulgarian.
Like I could see Tennessee being like, "Nah, man, this is our Schwarzenegger right here. That's all right." I hope it just reads on the ballot just Rusev. What's this comma A bullshit?
Kane, or better yet, Undertaker. I mean, he was the judge for Wrestler's Court.
Seems very good. We know he looks good in a robe, and he has one. Barrister Undertaker.
I could see it.
No, he's not English. How is he going to be a barrister?
Not that.
Oh,
I could see him running. Like, I don't know for what, but...
That being said, William Regal, anything in British politics...
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely a rebel.
I just want to vote for his hair. I like that the older he gets, the younger his hair gets. He's like fully sporting like a 12-year-old's haircut now, and it looks amazing.
He's got a 12-year-old haircut in his mind.
In the ring.
He's got a 12-year-old haircut in his mind.
In the ring. I just wanted to correct you. No, sorry. Yes, I can see William Regal. I would vote for him for anything.
And that's also true.
Yes.
Let's go back further.
All right.
How about Val Venus? He running for anything? Because he's been pegged with like Crazy Town, hasn't he?
Pegged? What? Well, he was libertarian, but like he was like the national level libertarian. Was like, drugs should be legal, all of them. That kind of like other end of libertarians, where the more reasonable libertarians are like, Christ,
He's gonna F it up for all of us.
God, okay, don't talk to. We're trying to look level-headed and like reasonable. So when the media gets here, and they're probably not coming, but if they get here,
Drugs should be legal.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yes, all of them.
It's another 4 years. We're not gonna run anybody for local office though. we're just gonna wait and try to take the presidency. 2%. That's all we want.
Right.
It's like, all right, man. I don't know, maybe governor somewhere. Yes, Val Venus, Colorado. Yeah. Right.
Green Party.
Very green.
Well, I mean, there's
green and stinky.
Oregon, Washington. What is it, like 11, 12 states now?
I don't know.
Something like that.
I'm an individual where it doesn't affect me either way.
Yeah.
It's like, why is it everyone's driving slower on the interstate today and being all considerate and courteous and stuff? I thought it was supposed to be depilatory. Yes. They're all bald now. Great. They had a smoke. That's what happened to me, kid. Don't smoke. This will happen to you. You want that lush William Regal hair. Don't smoke. That doesn't make any sense. Play that for me like 4 years from now. Just out of context. Don't smoke.
When you're
kids.
running for comptroller?
Yes.
Emilio for comptroller.
Yes. I'm running in the...
At least you already have the branding for when you run. Emilio for comptroller.
See, if you rearrange the words of the letters of Emilio, you get alphabet soup. It's delicious. Oh. A couple eyes.
You about to build a pool?
Yes.
Ooh, ooh. I want to see some naked dudes. That's why I built this pool.
This message has been brought to you by Justin Wilson, candidate for Congress. He'll stand by that, too. And that's the beauty of him. He'll stand by it. 100% committed. Doesn't bother him a damn bit. Meanwhile, I run for anything. Any of this is going to pop up and it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Old Skip.
I'm just going to...
What?
Old Skip.
Monroe
Sweat.
Monroe Sweat should not run for anything.
He's dead, I heard.
Monroe Sweat's got a lot of problems in his past that should not be brought up.
Yes. I heard he liked to mountain ride men.
You know what? In this day and age, that might not be a bad thing. As long as he's open with it and honest with it and doesn't try to hide it.
Yeah.
Good for Monroe.
What about Guy Russellman? What do you see him running for?
The border. I'm not talking Taco Bell either.
The Canadian
I
border.
mean, like, probably running from a lot of...
The Icelandic border.
Yes. It's going to be really hard to run. Who was that? Who was that dude that could walk on water?
Yeah, who's that dude?
Some famous guy.
Some famous guy said it. What's his name? Oh, yeah, Jesus.
I don't know how to feed you that joke. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll work on it. We'll get better.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
Dummy. Dummy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, be quicker with it if I'm going to commit. Gotta know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, dear God. Hogan ever get the run for anything?
At this point? No. He's an old white man, too, so...
Old white men aren't cool no more?
They never were.
They never really were. You're right. Hell of a comeback. Great work. Yes.
I feel like he could have.
Yeah.
That time when he was pretending he was going to run for president, he probably could have.
Mayor of Thunder Bay.
There we go.
It's not bad.
It's Canada, though. So
is it?
Thunder Bay?
Wherever the hell
Ontario?
Thunder... Where was Thunder in Paradise? Ontario, is it paradise?
Is it?
Like, I don't know. I've never been.
I think they filmed that in, like, Vancouver.
Vancouver? When? Like the 2 days it's above 60? Well, not that they're filming anymore. This is a long time ago. Maybe like the poles have shifted since then. It's been that long.
Did that.
What?
I assume Florida.
I assume Florida.
He could run for something in Tampa for sure.
I assume like, yeah, a lot of wrestlers could though.
Yeah, also true. Christian.
Like any of... I mean, you guess, has he got his American citizenship?
I assume so.
I would assume so too, right?
Riso for mayor.
What? Wait, what?
Riso for mayor.
What?
Riso for mayor?
What is Riso?
Jay Riso? Christian?
That's his real... Okay.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to run as Christian for peeps.
Good Christ. Justin.
Hmm?
You think he would pose for the flash photography?
You know who would be great?
Who would be great?
Titus O'Neil. What's his real name? Thad Bullard?
You know what? I mean, you got the chat up over yonder, right? So
Yeah.
I don't need to keep that up there.
Joe Hogan could totally win old white racist. We already have one. It's also true.
Sorry, that made me happy. Oh, dear God. Look, I'm not even going to have like a full list here.
I know his last name's Bullard.
It's probably Thaddeus Bullard.
That's right.
Thaddeus. Why do I know that? Senior.
Because it came out.
Because he's going to run for
couple
something. They're
weeks
going
ago.
to show him that clip of him kissing his son. And they'll be like, I'm what?
What
But it's
it-
going to be enough to try to like weirdly tarnish him.
Yeah, but like
You know how
all
they
the
do.
positive that dude has done,
Mhm.
That dude. First of all, what a wonderful human being he is.
Mhm.
Like a truly positive light in his community, and Tampa loves him. So yeah, he could easily run for something in Tampa.
You know, and I feel like he's tried really hard to do everything by the book and as good as possible on the WWE level to, I don't want to say necessarily get himself over, but to be a good representative and do the most good.
Yeah.
He's one of those people that, you feel like he's actually doing good for the sake of good.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that do good for the sake of, like, I want to get recognition for doing good stuff.
It's not him, man.
The people that go and do charity work and make sure to take a selfie and put it up there so that, you can, like, hey, give me adoration because I did a good thing. Well, no, you did. You self-aggrandize yourself. I get a feeling like Titus does stuff and it's like, I don't need to tell anybody. I'm just doing good because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And, I feel like, and especially on, like, a local level, that... Can you ask for any more from a local politician? Like, hey, like the area you're in and be a decent person.
Yeah.
Like, this is a bare minimum requirement.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got an MBA? I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You studied political science. That's probably to a detriment to a certain extent. Are you a good person? That's in rare supply. Please,
Are
come
you
in.
a good person? Do you care about the people that live here?
Yeah.
Do you want what's best for them?
Yeah.
And believe me, he does.
I
What a
do
swell
believe
dude.
you.
What a swell dude. Here's another one. Adam Copeland. Now, he's never going to. No, there's like zero chance of it. Also, another really good dude.
Yeah. But that beard's a little worrisome.
Is it?
Look at
Is
me.
it because it's better than yours?
Would you vote for me? All I wanted was a brief pause as he's... I want to cut you off there. Don't answer.
Emilio.
Nah.
For comptroller.
I can't control anything, let alone comptrol. That's like a whole nother letter in there. Wait, 2. I'm dropping the N, and I gotta. Don't do that. That's
Do not drop the N.
Okay, and then adding an MP in there. I don't know what the military police have to do with this. I can troll. Doing it right now. You don't even know. What's up?
What about...
Rhino ran.
Yeah, he did.
Good for him for running.
Yeah.
It's raised his profile a little bit. And I got to tell you, the McMahons have been known to dabble in politics, especially on a more national level.
Yeah, well, and his wife
and-
is on the Trump administration.
Yeah,
so.
and they seem to have a more right-leaning policy. So anybody that's running right of center, I think that's viewed as hey, look at that self-starter down there doing some stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely raised Rhino's profile in the company probably a little bit. But then he wore like weird shirts and scared children.
Well.
But he's also one of those dudes that he's good, means well, and like enjoys his community.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very beleaguered community.
Yeah.
So the fact that he wanted to get up and do something, good for him.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is you got to want to. And I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like, I love my community. I'd love to do more, but at the same time, man, nah. I don't want none of that.
Yeah, because
You know what I
you
mean?
stand up, you get shot down, garbage slung at you all day.
Yep. No thanks.
I think in a 4-1 split, Mayor of Davenport, Iowa, Colby Lopez,
Oh.
better known as Seth Rollins. Like, is there any chance he?
I don't know, man. He doesn't seem like
He's a
anywhere
long
near
way
it.
away
Yeah.
from it.
Well, yeah.
but
career-wise and everything, yeah.
But he weirdly charismatic dude,
Very
and can also
charismatic.
be smarmy but lovable at the same time, which I think is that weird it factor in politics that we don't see done very well. Usually, somebody's smarmy but well-meaning. That's when the dirt comes out.
Yeah.
Oh God, we are going to see his.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are going to dredge up his.
Straight out. Goes straight out.
Yep.
Probably hang a towel off it.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
He has, I'm sure. Like 4 or 5 of them. Being like, I'll put another one on there. I don't care. Ha ha ha.
You know who could run with him? E.
That's where I was going after the positivity thing. Yeah, anybody from the New Day, any of them.
Yeah.
Woods is brilliant.
Yeah, he is.
E is also brilliant, but has personality for days. And Kofi is just universally beloved.
Yeah. Man.
That's right. Kofi is going to be the president of Ghana. Yes.
Well, Jamaica first, then Ghana.
First. But then he's going to be ousted.
It's like, you're not really Jamaican. Ah, you're right. I'm from Ghana.
Eh, my name's just Kingston. Well, my fake name is Kingston. Sorry.
Oh, my God. I forgot where I was going to go. I was going to move it along because...
Positivity. You went E.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was going to move it off of that, and it actually was going to be related to the New Day, and now I lost it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lost the thread. No, it's my fault, and I haven't slept very well.
What kind of man? Yeah, sorry.
Well, it's not necessarily. It's the lack of a phone, because I don't have Sudoku to put me to sleep at night.
Oh, you're losing your mind.
Yeah.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Bother you at all that Kane comes out for his acceptance speech to his goddamn demon music?
No.
Like, all the versions to pick, too. He does the lyrics one. It's like, what? The hell is this? This is a mayor.
It's a good thing
All right.
we saw him as corporate Kane there for a while.
Yes.
So it didn't look so weird him
You know
coming
what?
out in a suit.
I think it. I almost kind of would have enjoyed it more. He comes out with a mask and like pulls it off. What's up,
Hey,
dude?
it's wrong as Kane, but
don't-
it's actually Glenn Jacobs.
Hey.
Surprise!
Don't mind the psychological burns on my face. I'm okay. He's just got some soot on his face. Rob Van Dam is shocked, scared.
Jamie Logan. I think Ronda Rousey is going to be the new Raw Women's Champions. Thoughts, Wrestle Pals? Hard to argue against. I mean, first of all, she's on a tear. I don't know if they're going to save that for Evolution or if they've got something else planned.
I have a hard time deciding how I feel about it. Every time we've seen her in the ring, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
That being said, we've only seen her a couple times.
3.
And 3. And but everything about it, every time she's out there, is really good.
And the crowd reacts.
Yeah.
Like big reactions.
And
big.
It's really good. I'm worried about the amount we're getting, and if that suffers at all if we get more. But are they... No, they're doing what WWE does. They're milking it for a lot.
Yeah.
And when you get it, it's going to feel good.
Yeah.
And they're going to make you wait for... forever. They're going to make you wait forever. And then they're going to give it to you, and you'll be like, oh, yeah. And then like 3 months later, you're like, ah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, yeah, but they got 6 to 9 months out of it
Yeah.
before you were sick of it. And even if you get sick of it, that was 9 months of programming right there. So
Yeah.
you were like, God, I can't wait. Because a lot of times it isn't about the delivery. You like those moments. That's where those moments happen.
Right.
The moments are like that long. Meanwhile, they've given you 9 months of anticipation. And anticipation is a hard thing to brew up, take advantage of, let sit for just the right length of time, and then deliver. That anticipation is something that people never focus on enough. Like, that's the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waiting and being excited. Oh, man, I
But they're
can't
getting
wait
worked
until...
and they don't realize it.
What's
They're
that?
getting worked and they don't realize it.
I'm getting worked, and I'm like, yes, please, more.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
I mean, well, the thing is that, oh, just give it to her already. It's
Yeah, then what's your
more
story?
so-
Where do
yeah,
they go from there?
yeah.
What happened?
So my thing is,
Chases
like,
are fun,
who's on the horizon for Alexa? Should she retain, or do we get more Ronda? Because this has been a month-ish. Nia's been off television, so she's not in the picture.
I like her taking a step back a little bit.
I like what WWE's been doing lately, giving people breaks.
Yeah.
Like a month or two off of television.
We've talked about this. Like, the roster feels big, and it always feels like, well, when are they going to get a cull? I feel like a cull's happening soon. But I feel like they've built their rosters, and they're growing to accommodate it. And that's not a bad thing. And they're more open, and the more they've opened up, the more they've been able to grow with it. So I always worry about a cull, but they've got enough people where they can rest and give people time to recuperate, make you care about them. You don't see them every damn night, and the people that you do see every night, that's kind of a special thing.
Well, and then
say what you will about Roman, he shows up every night. Hey, now they build that in the storyline, and you know what? It's an amazing event when it happens. They give him a rest for 3 months, bring him back. It's gonna be a big ass deal.
Yeah.
Rollins, same deal. When he came back, big ass deal. When Dean comes back, it's gonna be a big ass deal.
Big ass deal.
But he needed it off for whatever. But the fact that people can take a rest without having it be because of injury,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Ellie and I were talking about this earlier. Rhonda in her gear. She's probably gonna have to change it.
Yeah, she's pulling on this stuff a little bunch, shouldn't she?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Like noticeably.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like once a match,
It's
then
constant.
it's constant. I thought about that during the match, and then Ellie slid up in them DMs earlier today. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to phrase it that way. Make it seem creepy.
I hope she slides up in there right now and rebukes you. She won't. You don't have your phone anyway, so whatever.
Joe says somehow they're going to figure out a way how to milk it till Mania. Are they going to wait on Ronda to beat Alexa at Mania? Because I could see somehow Charlotte coming over, and we get Ronda and Charlotte at Mania.
Yeah, I could see more of that happening. Nah, I think between SummerSlam and Evolution, I think Ronda takes it at one of those points. I think we get one more. I hate to see a conniving of sorts happen at SummerSlam, but to hold it over to Evolution and have it be a big crowning moment, as long as they don't make it like the biggest deal of the night,
Right.
I'm okay with that, because then you could have like, Jesus, dude, could you imagine well, shoot, no, she's over on the other show now, but damn, I wish we could get like a Rousey Asuka program. Think of how hard those two would work up against each other, man. It would be ridiculous. Or even Rousey and Becky.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, and again, this is about the anticipation part. I'm theorizing, and I don't want to say fantasizing. Jesus Christ, ghouls, calling out the ghouls, Justin.
Yeah.
The fact that I can anticipate these matches that haven't happened yet is fantastic. If they kept her out there, like I want to see Rousey and Alicia Fox, for Christ's sake, and I want to see her take it apart.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's good, and it shows off in an easy way, and I get to anticipate that. Oh, she's gonna be in action.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who.
She was in the main.
Like even if it's like low. This is what I've loved them bringing in local women's talent. Makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I cheer like hell for them. It's great.
Also, Nathan has a type.
Shut up. Anyway.
Jamie Logan, do you think that Stephanie McMahon might fire Kurt Angle and make Constable Baron Corbin the new GM in the future? Joe, I hope they get Corbin a gym. He looks like he had a baby 9 months ago. Joe's always had that knock on Corbin. I mean, thankfully,
yeah, but
I
you
say
know what?
thankfully, but
You
now
know
he's
what
rocking
Joe's
the
doing?
vest now.
You know what Joe's doing? Sitting there hating on Corbin. It's fun tuning in on Monday nights, going, "I hate that guy," and you know what? He's a hateable dude.
Yeah.
Steering into it too.
Yep.
Like he's taking those things, the things that were like when he cut the hair, didn't make a deal of. Oh, I wish we had a hair match for that though. That would have made me happy.
Yeah.
Him and Balor versus hair versus demon mask or demon paint. You can't paint anymore if you win, or I'll put my hair up against it. Lucha de apuesta, woo! Shaved a head in the middle of the ring, but no, he didn't even make a big deal out of it. But then makes a post saying, "Ha, Marks, what you gonna bitch about now?"
Yeah, right.
Good for him. You
Take
hate
it away.
me?
Take it away.
Cool.
I'd rather see Ronda win the Women's Rumble in 2019. Don't give it to her right away. Let her grow. See, that's why
Yes.
I could see Charlotte coming back over to Raw and wresting it away from Alexa, and then Ronda winning the Rumble.
Uh huh.
And then you've got your Ronda Charlotte, which Joe points out, Ronda Charlotte is the bigger draw.
Yeah,
That's a main event draw.
That's a big one. Alexa is an amazing talent in and of herself, but she's also one of those ones that it doesn't need to be about a belt with her.
Mm-hmm.
She's able to craft storyline enough on her own.
Yeah,
it's one of those things. It's like, I'm sorry, you're too good. You don't get to have the championship because you don't need it.
Alexa.
Thanks.
Alexa, I can see obviously main eventing Raw. I can see her main eventing pay-per-views. I can't see her main eventing Mania. Ronda Charlotte, I'd sign that right now.
Yeah,
because I'd want to see. Again,
you know what?
I hate repeating myself, but Charlotte and Asuka could have and probably should have main evented last Mania.
It was really, really good. But you know what? They give that long build time to it. It didn't quite have that build.
You're right.
It had time, but it could be bigger. And Ronda brings in. It did. It had a lot of it. Way more than a women's match has.
Yeah.
But this has that more science. I don't know, science.
Mm-hmm.
If you have more.
Mo science, more energy.
All right. Who's Mo? Sorry, you were in the middle of hashtag swallowing science. Good little, but yeah. Rousey Flair has a huge draw to it.
Yep.
That being said, I hope they go back to when Rousey first signed. She had that whole, "No, I don't want to be handed things. I want to earn it. I want her to say, I want to beat every woman on this roster.
Yeah.
And then I want to get to that Rumble and beat them all at once and then come for you. I want Charlotte to be like, I want you to fight me. I want you to fight me. I want this match." And I want Rousey to be like, "You can't have it. Chase me, champ, because I'm going to go through this whole roster. Line them up." And you know what? That's a long-form storyline that can be fantastic. Meanwhile, people try to usurp the queen, and she fends off the challengers. Rousey cheering for her. "I want you to stay champ. You stay champ so I can get to you."
You mean making them both credible?
Yeah, amazing,
Insane.
Right? I would love that. Love it. And they both can pull it off. Yeah, of course. Who's arguing that I didn't? What liar told you?
Now,
yes, sir.
I mean, is that what I want? Absolutely. I can see it. It's right there. Like, is it what they're going to do? I don't know. I'm willing to wait and see. Because are they going to does Ronda need the championship right now?
How about instead of having the titles on the line come Mania, champ versus champ? Not a unification, but like just bragging rights. Or when is Survivor Series hitting?
Late November.
November? Could maybe be in a bragging rights type thing. Though I could see like each one leading a team. So too far out.
Yeah.
Too far. So what are we now? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April? 8 months is a long time.
Yeah. And I mean, I've never had that much confidence with WWE to tell the long form.
They've tried it before.
Yeah.
The whole Roxina thing. A year in the making.
Yeah.
Once in a lifetime again. And you know what? No, it was okay, but
fine.
it was always back burner for a very, very long time.
It felt like Brian's ascent up the card was long term.
They made you hear the term B+ player. Like I wish a count had been kept at how many times they told him he was a B+ player and gave him that figurative pat on the head. Like, you're good. You're really good. A B+. I'd love to know how many times it was because it had to be at least 1,000.
Yeah. I'm still curious because there's a lot working there because they pulled Batista back. Was Brian supposed to be in that main event, or did they just say, we can't deny this? Was Punk supposed to be in it? Because Punk leaves the company right after that Rumble where Batista wins. I mean, it depends on, do you believe the Dirts or not? The Dirts say that it was supposed to be Trips and D-Bry. Actually, initially, I think it was supposed to be Punk and Trips.
There's a lot of fun stuff in there.
There's so
Could you imagine
much.
Getting Punk versus Bryan at that time? That story building up and paying off there. Just dastardly grudge match. This clean-cut dude getting savage. and this straight edge dude going dirty just to beat the hell out of each other. Could have been fun. And you know what? That would have made the whole Batista thing okay.
Yeah, I guess.
But you know what? Nah.
Well,
It ended up they threaded the needle on where a good story was, as they usually do.
Yeah.
And when they don't, you just don't remember it. That's a weird thing. The worse the storyline is, the more likely you're going to be like, whatever. Hey, was that a good Mania that year? I guess.
Not every moment is going to be memorable. Not every match is going to be amazing.
Yeah, but they're also what give you context. You have to have that field of the giant catalog for those moments to mean something. Because if they exist in a vacuum, they are just what they are.
I will never forget WrestleMania 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to take a lot for that one to not be my favorite.
It was bookend. It was bookended so well that you had a beginning and an end of that show, man.
Yeah.
And it was so good because of that. And it was a story that's told throughout the show.
We're letting this one get away from us. It's fine.
Sorry, sir.
I don't know. I mean, I know how we got here, but
That being said, Daniel Bryan could run for anything in Oregon.
it's
Or Washington.
Yeah,
Jesus.
absolutely.
No, he probably couldn't run for anything in Oregon then.
Or even Arizona. I think that's where they live now.
That's where they are now?
Yeah.
Those seem like weirdly out there states that would be like, of course, we have no problem with wrestlers running for things.
Yeah.
Like some states will absolutely elect a wrestler. Minnesota, for example. I could see Ohio making that jump. Florida has some potential. Texas, absolutely.
New York? North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
If Ric Flair would have ever run for anything,
Like,
I think he probably still could.
I think Crowbar could run for something down there and like get some votes.
You would.
He was just
How dare you.
peripherally.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. What's the matter? Look, I'm not making you watch. I'm not making you watch Nitros and Thunders, dude.
I haven't
That's
watched
your
it in a
thing.
while. Yeah.
Well, you've been hauling.
Also been watching.
You've been busy.
And I started watching NXT 2013 again too. So people forget how good Summer Rae was at that level. Never transferred.
It happens,
Okay,
man.
that's something I wanted to talk about with
Yes,
the New
sir.
Day. Okay, so first of all, did you see New Day in the bar from SmackDown last night?
I have not yet.
Tremendous.
I'm sure it was.
It was the main event, and it was amazing.
Mhm.
What a match!
How long ago?
How long ago? What?
How long did it go? Sorry.
I feel like 20, 25.
Very good.
Yeah, which is rare on television.
A lot of false finishes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Sheamus and Cesaro kicking out false finishes. I was imagining Sheamus and Cesaro a lot more saves.
A lot of saves. A lot of
Who was the two for the New Day? In?
It was E and Kofi.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's like the that's like the go-to, the baseline New Day right there.
Kofi is. All three of them could be world champ. Kofi's the most deserving.
Most deserving, but again, the most deserving always get it. Very
No.
rarely, right?
Very rarely.
Every once in a while it happens, and you're
I
like,
can see
yay!
it happening on SmackDown though.
You know,
Just saying.
SmackDown's the more weirdly open. Like, hey, anybody's gonna challenge. Why not have R-Truth challenge for the U.S. title?
It was fun.
Please do.
I had fun. I
You
had a lot of
did.
fun.
Like, there was a while where if you saw R-Truth pop up, you're like, okay, unless he's dressed like a Confederate soldier talking to little Jimmy, I don't really give a damn.
Yeah.
But you know who I want to see as an actual competitor? R-Truth.
And you know why else?
Why?
You know who's on the periph of that story?
Who's that?
10.
Well, that's 20 there. I'll put 5, you put 5.
10.
Yeah, yeah, that's 10.
Dillinger getting television time.
Not only getting television time, getting some character development. You're getting to see the individual. You're getting to see him crank his personality up and be. Not just be in the ring, because in the ring he's got all the weird little mannerisms that are like the fun non-televised show. Like, Dillinger seems like an amazing guy to see at a live event, because we've seen him at a live event.
We have.
Interactive, fun stuff the crowd can react to and have a good time with. And it's had a little trouble transitioning to television. But when you add the personality in, that's that little secret spice that makes everything nice.
So let's stay right there.
Yes, sir?
If Joe is still there, this is going to be funny because there was always a topic on YWS, NXT call-ups.
Okay.
And there always seems to be this bitching about the handling of said NXT call-ups. I think it's time to throw that out the window. Because at this point, the roster is made up of almost former NXT people. I don't think you can make that argument anymore because not everybody can go straight to the main event, first of all, which should be a known.
And nobody should necessarily. Sometimes you can interject and then back off a little bit, but
work it out. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Bludgeon Brothers, right? Former Wyatt family.
Yep.
NXT.
Right.
The Raw Tag Champs, the B Team, Axel and Dallas.
Dallas was a fantastically, weirdly over in his own goddamn way NXT champion.
Axel, like, he stalled, and then when NXT started that way, they pulled him in there. But he also was on the original NXT.
Right.
So
it would call him alumnus of sorts.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Intercontinental Champion is Ziggler. Ziggler not NXT, but who's palling around with him? McIntyre.
Yeah.
Technically not NXT.
You know, it's a weird thing. It almost feels like the best thing that can happen in NXT is an injury. When you're at the height, get injured then, take 6 months, and then clean up your package a little. We'll prep you. Fuck.
Oh, all that phrasing.
When you get to the main roster, it'll be good. Jesus, Nathan.
Let's see. Who are they feuding with?
They're messing with Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, first NXT champion. The Shield. You know, they weren't there much, but they were on NXT. Reigns even before the Shield. Ambrose, I never saw him before Shield on NXT, but when they became the Shield, they started coming back to NXT.
Right. He was good down there too when they were teasing the Foley thing, and then it was him kind of versus just being just an annoying thorn in the side of William Regal. That was good. Ambrose. That wasn't Ambrose yet. It was still Moxley.
Yeah.
And it was still like, ooh, easy, man. There's a line, dude. Ease up, would you?
Let's see. The U.S. champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. Again, technically not NXT, but he filtered through NXT. The number one contender for the World Championship, Samoa Joe. NXT. Braun Strowman, Money in the Bank. NXT. The number one contender for the Money in the Bank, Kevin Owens. NXT. Sami Zayn injured. NXT. Let's see. The Women's Champ, SmackDown, Carmella. NXT. Raw, Alexa Bliss. NXT.
Yeah.
Number one contenders for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Becky Lynch and Charlotte. NXT. Team, what is it? Hug and Boss Connection. NXT. Riot Squad. NXT. You can't make that argument anymore.
They've well more than overcome the that original stank, because it was like, oh, these people were magic at NXT, and they all were. But you have to have that time to weirdly develop, because we all want everybody to immediately come up from NXT, hit right away. So Kevin Owens was superb for that. They gave him that opportunity. Like, holy hell, he's in there with Cena and got a win.
Yeah.
The hell is this?
Yeah.
He's a serious contender. You can't do that with everybody.
You can't.
Or else it'll feel contrived when it happens.
Yeah.
It felt like a big deal, and it was a big deal, and it jump-started him into the conversation, and it was fantastic. But the other people have to come up, establish, push themselves, get themselves known, and hit. Like, Bobby Roode comes up, and we're like, it hasn't quite... It's gonna kick. It's gonna click. He's too good to struggle too much. Or, you know, he might have a rough time, but you got to give him that little bit of time to establish himself. He has to be a known individual. Same thing with Ty Dillinger. He has to be a known individual.
Yeah.
You have to let them be there, and you have to let them get that exposure. Rude just had that exposure. Looks like Dillinger's finally getting some of that exposure. They're gonna be good.
You got Corbin, you know, finally coming into his own. Like, I mean,
it took a while. He was a known entity, but he hadn't made himself home yet.
And he is right at home in this role right now.
Oh my God,
he's so good at it. And then you have him against Balor, NXT. Again, like, obviously Balor is, you know, indies before, but filtered through NXT first.
Yeah. Then NXT has become more than just, it's not just developmental territory. It's the grooming into the WWE style. It's fitting, not necessarily forcing you into a mold and molding, but it's like just pulling off the sharp edges, rounding it off, polishing it up, sending it up, and making what's already there better. Retaining the personalities, retaining who you are, letting you have your personality cranked up instead of giving you a personality, and letting them be who they are. But here is how you, as you, can fit better here. And here are the tools to make that happen.
Speaking of, Mojo Rawley.
Mojo Rawley, yeah. He I feel is somebody that they kind of gave a personality. Now he's finally settling in and we're seeing who he is and he's playing with it and having fun. Same with, to an extent, Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
Like when he came up, we didn't get the same person that we had in NXT. It was close, but it was slightly tweaked. Now he's settling into, he's not having to play a character. He's being Bo. This is the best Bo we've ever got.
It's true. I still want them in the Weird Four Horsemen.
I know you do.
That's all I want.
Also, Bray Wyatt. Don't forget Bray Wyatt.
Of course. Again, that trope, I don't think that argument holds any weight.
Well,
anymore.
okay. Who would you consider, and this is a rough thing to say, and I don't like to call anybody a failure, because especially if you're still with a company, you're not a failure. You're there, and they will use you at some point. Who do you think has been a failure from NXT?
Okay.
Tag, I'm sorry. You have someone you're going?
There's no denying this. The Ascension.
That's what I was going to say. It feels like the tag team seem to suffer a little more. Revival, I don't feel have gotten as big as they could be. But again, they're going to need that time to settle in.
Yeah, they got injured twice within the first
that
6 months.
Certainly doesn't help.
But they've weaseled their way into the tag picture.
And also, I feel like kind of like even though they're still dominant, even though they're still badasses, AOP is kind of not necessarily floundered a little bit. They definitely know who they are. They're portraying who they're going to be.
Yeah.
But they haven't had that exposure. But that only comes with time.
Yeah.
It's weird. It sucks having to be patient. You can't be a mainstay on your first day.
No, you can't. I'm curious to see what happens with Apollo after Titus Worldwide.
I think this has been fun for him.
Yeah. Again, getting to know who he is a little. Because before he was just the smiling black guy. Which, nothing wrong. Very athletic dude. But
he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing. But you know what?
Now we know him a little.
Titus Worldwide has given him the opportunity to be a little more silly and goofy and stuff. And experiment and play and have a personality. And so you don't have to be the absolute top dog here right now. You can be here, settle in, establish who you are, and then we can move you around as we need.
And by the way,
you can easily see him in a few months be inserted into a U.S. title picture.
Oh, totally.
Inserted into an Intercontinental picture. I could see him easily being a mainstay in the Intercontinental scene.
Absolutely. I could see him like dipping up into like the world picture.
I want to see. I hate to make parallels, and I feel bad about this. I want to see Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews, man.
Yeah.
See two big dudes with slightly tweaked styles from one another. Bobby's the more power, but he definitely has athleticism, and Apollo is more athletic, but he still definitely has the power behind it.
Yeah.
I want to see those two in a program. It would be amazing. I want to see Apollo versus Elias too.
Yeah. Elias is a main event player waiting to happen. And it's going to happen.
Elias is interesting. Again, NXT. Like where he was the goddamn drifter. Should the drifter ever work? No. It's part of the name. Drifters don't usually work. That's okay. But I like, and again, he took that character, he made it, he came up, settled in, made himself at home, tweaked that character to fit the other things around. And still getting the same cheap booze, but he's also tailoring it to whoever he's with.
But he's also more now than he ever was in NXT. Like he was just a dude on the roster.
Oh
in NXT,
God,
basically
this dick with the guitar again. I mean, Matt was on to him first. Like, hey, this is my boy. What's up? Yay! But
here he is.
Yeah.
And like,
should a dude with guitar work?
No.
Yeah.
Especially not now.
But then we got Honky Tonk Man. Should a dude with a guitar work?
No.
But then we got Elias. You know what? Both amazing.
Mm-hmm. What about Jarrett? No mention of Jarrett, huh?
No. Yeah. Guess what? Guess who I skipped?
Oh.
Yeah, I know who had a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
The dude with slap. I can't say it.
Slap nuts.
Shut up! With that written on the goddamn guitar.
Oh my God.
Jeff Jarrett is going to run for political office one day, and he's going to lose.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Spectacularly.
He's going to be out there with his little twos. Guess what? He came in second. You're going home with your baby tonight is what you're doing. Why am I?
Why are you taking down
You know what?
Jeff?
Because it was years. I liked watching him fight, and he was good. That makes me mad. But you know what? I enjoyed watching him get beat. But to enjoy watching him get beat, I had to watch him win. Then when he got beat, it was good.
SmackDown was so good last night.
Still haven't jumped in more than a recap, man.
I know.
Makes me sad.
Too much GTA.
Shut up. A lot of the time, the character was just sitting there watching cartoons. It's fine.
Oh, they let you do that? Like, they won't boot you if you're sitting there watching television?
Yeah, if you need to hold the place, that's all I would do is just go to the apartment, turn on the TV, sit down, watch, whatever. Yeah. Keep those lobbies, dude. And while that's happening, time is passing, so you're producing stuff.
Oh, well, I don't, so I don't have any of that yet. So
No. We're going to get you some of that.
yeah, well, yeah.
I figured out how to get you some money. I can see where you're at, so I can some of those days where it's like, oh shit, Justin's on.
You
Hey,
would think that we're friends. Maybe we would,
Speak?
work together.
speak? No, I'm a loner, Rebel. Dottie. Yeah, that's how that goes. So tired. A 13-hour workday ahead of me tomorrow.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun.
Shoot. You can tell I'm tired too because I had a smooth transition to the next topic and I don't even remember what the next topic is.
Good Christ. You went through NXT. And then we got into Jeff Jarrett, who's working, who doesn't. The stank of the NXT call-up ain't there no more.
Right. Well,
The people that are stanking a little bit, they're going to get some time, and it's going to be all right.
oh, that's what I wanted to talk
Yeah,
about.
there you go.
Raw, because I was talking about
You said
SmackDown was
SmackDown
amazing.
was so good.
Raw was really good too.
It's nice to hear. Nice to hear that you liked it. I'm not hating on it, dude. No, I'm not. That sounds. I feel like I sounded condescending.
The main event was Rousey and Fox, and the place erupted
Yeah.
for Ronda
Get to see her in action.
on Raw,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. The match was.
They made you wait for it. They made you wait for it.
The match was. I don't. It feels big, just because it was not crisp. You got to understand, Alicia was never great, and Ronda's still pretty new.
Yeah.
So, like, if you take those two things into account, and again, crowds can make or break something. When a crowd is that hot,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Look, if they set up a boxing match of Manny Pacquiao versus Steve, guess what? You're gonna get a lot of buy rates. It's gonna sell a lot of stuff. It's gonna be money made. Steve is made for life.
Yep.
They're gonna give him like $200,000, and like they're gonna fix his jaw. Steve, you can't tap out. It's a boxing match.
the bell isn't rung
With
yet.
the big dumb glove. I give. I'm just gonna lay down, okay? Get the hell up, Steve. Take like one hit.
I'll fight you.
Okay, and he braces for it, and it's like he gets his face ready, and he punches him in the chest and dies.
Jeez.
Steve's dead.
Why would you do that?
There's
Poor
other
Steve.
Steves. It's fine.
Poor Steve.
No, he made $200,000.
Yeah. Paul Heyman.
Yep.
Did you see any of Paul Heyman stuff?
Mm-hmm.
The man is just... He's Platinum Paul Heyman for a reason.
We've had range from him. We've had him as the smarmy advocate for someone that's being cheered. We've had him as the smarmy advocate for someone that's being booed. You don't realize how much range he's fulfilled in that space. Like, he took what should be a very narrow role and made it very big. He was a star.
Yeah.
Advocating for a megastar. He made himself a star with the opportunity that was given to him. Here's the time you have. Go. Also, hey, can you carry a segment by yourself with a microphone?
Yeah.
Yes. And he fills it out, and he's good. Always. Now, we're going to see other levels of his range.
Yeah.
And you realize how scary good he can be.
Yeah.
He can make you care, dude.
Yeah. Well,
how can a smarmy a-hole make you care? Paul Heyman can.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I wonder. To me, that didn't feel like a sympathy play. Because he's crying, you know. To me, it's more making you care rather than making you sympathize with Paul Heyman.
Yeah, because he's also masterful, and no matter how much he's getting the center of attention, it isn't about him.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't outshine people; he elevates people.
Do your job. Just do your job.
Because he's got the thing you talk about, is like one of your favorite things. Once you've pointed it out to me, it's changed everything.
Yeah.
When he goes to come to the ring, he asks.
Yeah.
If it's somebody that's physically threatening or a professional wrestler,
mm-hmm.
he'll ask if he can come into the ring.
Yeah.
That's elevating.
Yeah.
That isn't outshining. But he's still a goddamn star when he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Looking not necessarily submissive, but respectful.
Yes.
Makes him look good and elevates whoever he's in there with to at least above that.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing thing. And he's good at that. Being the center of attention, but not being the center of attention. I don't know how to put it other than that. Hey, everybody, look at this guy right here. Look at me, and I'm going to direct your attention right there. There you go. I'm not pointing at you.
Okay.
Sorry. You wearing a goddamn Dolph Ziggler shirt?
I am. Man did that to me in a parking lot. Kicked me right in the face. Still wearing his
He was
shirt.
aiming for the face, but you'll sell next time, won't you?
Mm. I
You
guess.
better. Yes, not for them. I don't know that guy. Jesus, just.
No, that's not my name. People say I look like him, though. The hair. Long.
What's hair?
I don't know.
Depilatory.
Nathan,
What's up?
do you what are we doing with Heyman going into SummerSlam?
Oh man,
Is he? Are we getting played, or is the Lesnar-Heyman alliance officially over?
well, you can always go back to it,
Mm-hmm.
and Paul can do that. I'm sorry, excuse me, Mr. Heyman can do that. He could steer you any direction at any time he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He has such masterful control. He can make you believe whatever he wants you to believe at any point in time.
He had me believing that Ryback was a main event player at one point.
He did.
So, yeah.
He did. And he was a big deal.
Yeah.
He really, really was. I loved their weird little bromance. It was
Yes.
amazing. I've never used that word before. I don't like it. I liked their weird affection for each other. And him and Punk, I liked that weird affection they had for each other.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird and great. And it's a shame he never got that click with Axel.
Yeah. Or Cesaro. Neither one really worked.
I know, right? And Cesaro's amazing, but sometimes stuff just doesn't play. It just doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, that's cool. But yeah,
Cesaro now, though.
I would have loved instead of the Heenan family, we get the Heyman family.
Yeah. That would have been fun.
That would have been fun. But you know what? He's doing whatever they're paying him. He's doing more than they're getting far better value out of it
Mm-hmm.
than they're paying him. I'm sure. For somebody that's not in the ring, he brings an amazing amount of entertainment factor.
Well, and he does the thing on the promos that nobody else does. And I don't understand how you have somebody like Paul Heyman on your show and you're not sitting there taking notes. The W's on your promos. At this Sunday at SummerSlam. Like, that's simple.
It's basic, right?
Yeah.
It's basic. Like the simple stuff. It's if you're good at the easy stuff, you'll find that you're just good.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else is flavor, man.
Like
Everything
Drew
else is
McIntyre
flavor.
rules. He's great at all the simple stuff.
Yeah.
And he can focus on all the other stuff and just make it better.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
that's
you never, ever, ever forget the simple stuff.
Drew McIntyre's so going to surpass Roman. If he hasn't already, he has in my book. I like Roman, but like McIntyre rules.
He's taken that role that they kind of want Roman to fall into.
Like that Undertaker leader of the locker room role.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like he's going to take that role.
Yeah.
He's going to be in a robe.
Jesus.
Okay, it's just a kilt that he pulls up really high.
All right.
It's gonna be great.
Let's not make a big deal out of it.
All right.
All right, stupid.
I just want to see somebody try to take the piss out of him in the locker room, just calling him the chosen one, and then he kicks him in the mouth.
Yeah,
like, for real.
Because he will.
Because he's a man.
Yeah,
He's
he's a damn man.
He's carved of mahogany. he's a golem. Ow, my ear.
There's the chatter is that. So he has the crying segment with Renee, the interview segment.
The ending was the important part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
So apparently there's like there was a .com exclusive where at the very, very end of it, he says, unless. Because he says there's no way this Brock is focused. There is no way Roman Reigns beats this Brock Lesnar.
Right.
He's never seen him this focused before. Adds on a unless. So people are reading into the unless, and they're automatically leaning towards that means he's gonna pal up with Roman.
In one word, Heyman changed the entire context of that matchup. What's he gonna do? What's Heyman gonna do? Brock's gonna show up to fight. Roman's gonna show up to fight. What's Heyman gonna do? I'm interested now.
Yeah.
What could this possibly mean? You know what it might be? Heyman just finished up, cashed that last paycheck for this stint, and he's went home.
Yeah.
But you know what he did? Made you wonder.
Yeah.
Made you interested. What's gonna happen? Brock's gonna dominate him. He puts you in the mindset of either he could show up with Roman.
Yeah.
He could show up in the middle of the match to cheer Roman on, to give Roman that one little piece of information that's going to bring the beast down. Or he's playing you, and he's going to show up with Heyman, and ha, we got you. Of course he's dominant. Brock can do whatever the hell he wants, and that includes putting me down, because he's goddamn Brock Lesnar. Or he made you go, oh my God, what's Heyman going to do? And then he doesn't show up at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And it's just Brock by himself, which is terrifying. Because now he's a beast without a leash. Not that he was ever leashed before. And you've got Roman, who's unprepared for this monster who could be coming with anything.
Yeah.
Heyman could be home right now and be like, well, I'm not going to pay attention to wrestling again for about 6 months. And I don't care. Heyman hustle, yo.
So the chatter says that automatically means Roman, and that automatically means a Roman face turn? That's going to get him cheered?
Putting Heyman with him?
Yeah.
No.
What about Paul Heyman is a good guy?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Brock kind of got cheered as like you remember that guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
Loved Brock. Heyman could potentially talk up Roman to be the that tweenish badass. But he's going to go out there and dominate.
But he would have to be a tween.
But Heyman could go out there and put out that I've instilled that killer instinct in him.
But that's not a baby face. That's a tweener.
Yeah. Doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
Do you? So
could it get him cheered?
Could he get him cheered? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could get him cheered by the same males that boo Cena. That boo Roman now. Gonna make some kids cry, but whatever. That Roman in this era, you know what? We might be in a new era now.
It's possible. Yeah.
And that could be the directions that's necessary. We don't need cartoons here. We need dudes that are legitimate badasses. Not necessarily ruthless aggression, mind you. Not necessarily attitude.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre is that mold. It's
Yeah.
a big, giant mold. Jesus Christ. Man mold. What's up? But it's not babyface overcoming odds.
No.
It's dominant, and I exert dominance. And I go up against other dominant people. And one of us falls short. And that's the story.
Yeah.
That was part of the when UFC and like real fighting, for lack of a better term, picked up. That was kind of the thing. This is real. because they didn't need the cartoon stories over top of it. And it was, but unfortunately, somebody gets their ass beat, which we're trying to avoid because we got to go to another town and do it again tomorrow. Can't beat ass every night.
Yeah.
So maybe they're moving more towards that. I don't want to say realism era, but I mean that's a direction that can be explored. You don't need traditional baby faces as they've been. Because is the baby face of today the baby face of the 80s?
No.
Right? Okay. Compare Rock and Roll Express versus New Day. There are some similarities.
Yeah.
Right? There's babyface in trouble, making the hot tag, come back. But is that babyface in trouble able to come back just as well? Able to hold his own?
Yep.
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to get his ass beat for a half hour, make a hot tag, and then all of a sudden he's well again.
Yeah.
Oh, finishing sequence. Let's go home, boys. No, because there are more facets to the storytelling now than oh, he's in trouble. Come on. Yay. I hate to oversimplify it because there's a hell of a lot more
Sometimes
to it than that.
though. Yeah.
But nowadays it's a little more, a little different. Where I mean, maybe the perspective of several years will be able to distill that further. So nowadays it's like false finish, come back, hot tag, false finish. Oh, a ridiculous team up over the top finish thing done. Yay. And we might be able to look back at today's era and be like, wow, that really was fairly formulaic, but worked.
Yeah.
But it depends on what era we go into next.
Yeah.
Where the future takes us.
I
like the realism angle.
I mean, it seems to be working, which brings me to my next point.
Yeah.
The rumor mill, as it were, and
this is the best.
Somebody said it in
love bad rumors.
The chat pretty much right before we went on. That WWE is paying fans to cheer for Roman. Nah, man. Like, look, I can't 100% say that they're not because I have no proof to say that they're not. Maybe people just like Roman.
Could happen.
I feel like the last month or so, they've kind of let him go out and say and match what he's saying as opposed to overcoming odds.
Yeah.
And maybe that's resonating.
It's hard to be a badass traditional babyface.
Yeah. Really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe, again, I can't 100% say no, they're not, because I have zero proof that they're not. I also have zero proof that they are. So
it feels like forcing, and anytime you try to force something that hard, it usually doesn't work. So the harder they would push that, I feel like the blowback would come from that. And I feel like the proof for it would come out fairly quick. And if it's happening, I hope it does.
I think it's
because that would be more fun.
It's more likely that they're piping in cheers. I don't think they are.
Well,
but I think it's more likely that they are.
You could just see that, like, watched like Hulu versions the next day after watching live, just like, hey, I need to go back and like, wow, that's
way different. Yeah.
And yeah, I've seen people have posted like, here's what it sounded like for real, and here's what you heard.
Oh man, the Boston Hood Connection. They got a shirt, by the way.
They do.
I was gonna bring
already.
Yeah.
Hey, good for them. I hope it sells. So you say, yeah, they've got the Boss Hug Connection. Yes. They've got the shirt.
Are they gonna break them up?
I don't know, man.
They've got matching gear.
But you remember the Y2AJ. And it was like, wow, they got stuff. They got shirts. I guess this is going to be a thing all of a sudden. After they sold like 5 of the shirts, like the 4 minutes that has been on sale.
Yeah.
There's Jericho burning one in the middle of the ring. It's like, good for you. I'm glad they could commit to breaking that fast and breaking that hard at just a moment's notice.
Is this all? Yeah, this is the.
You got the card up for that?
This is the whole card. So
gimme
real quickly before we do.
Remember how you said Cody Rhodes is the best?
He's the best.
He's the best.
Did you see what he did for a fan?
I saw the one where it was like the dude said, "Oh, I had tickets, but I'm not gonna be able to make it." He was like, "What's your PayPal?" How
amazing is that?
There was another one too, where it's like, I don't know the whole story, but there was another incident of something similar to that happening. Cody's like, nah, man, I want this to be a big show, and this should be for everyone.
Yeah, and to that, it's going to be streaming.
Yeah, where? Wow.
I don't have that info, but it is going to be streaming, so we will be watching it, and we will be reviewing it on this show, which makes me really happy because that's a big event, and I don't want to miss that. But it looks like we have a card here. I don't know if it's the whole card, but it's 9 matches, so I don't imagine they do much more than 9 matches.
All right, what you got?
All right, so we're going to start here at match 9.
Ooh,
Jay Lethal
is
going to take on the over-budget Battle Royal winner, singles match for the ROH World Championship. We also have Madison Rayne versus Britt Baker versus Chelsea Green versus Tessa Blanchard in a 4-way. Which is funny because both Madison Rayne and Britt Baker are at the tapings tonight, Mae Young Classic 2.
Good.
Yeah.
And again, that's part of WWE being a little more open and not being as restrictive. It's nice.
Okay, so clearly this is not the match order because the over-budget Battle Royal is here. It's a 15-person Battle Royal to determine the number 1 contender. The Briscoe Brothers versus SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. This one got announced today, and Ellie turned me on to this, and I'm super excited about it.
What's up?
Christopher Daniels, off to a good start, right? Versus Stephen Amell.
What?
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
Look, man, that's great.
I mean, he was great in that one SummerSlam.
You know, him and Cody have the working relationship too, man, and they dig each other.
Yeah.
And Cody's a good dude, and he's like, hey, I'm doing a thing. You want to come and...
I mean, he was in from Jump Street. Like, he said they were going to do it, and they've said he was all in
and
since
they're
day
going in
one.
for a singles match?
Yeah.
With Christopher Daniels?
Yes.
That's beautiful, dude.
It's beautiful. Well, you know, he's going to be safe with Daniels, first of all.
Absolutely.
And you know that...
You couldn't be in there with a better person.
Nah. And you know that he'll probably work, like, ultra babyface, which means, you know, getting beat up a lot. But, again, going back to that SummerSlam match, he was great in that. There's no way that this fails. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait. Rey Mysterio, Phoenix, and Bandito take on the Golden Elite. Ooh. So Matt and Nick Jackson and Kota Ibushi.
Awesome.
How amazing is that?
Look, anywhere Ibushi shows up, and I mean that anywhere. It could be a street, could be a subway car, could be the goddamn moon.
Joey Janela, the bad boy, takes on Hangman Page.
Page is one of those like dudes that's like on the slide become like awesome.
Yeah, mathematically eliminated from the G1 though. That was last week.
This is fine.
We didn't.
We will.
We've slacked on our coverage. We've had 2 weeks.
You want to make that a big focus for next week?
Yeah, because we're
getting close to where people are out.
Yeah.
What's that?
We don't need to do SummerSlam next week because SummerSlam's actually the week after.
Yeah, SummerSlam is kind of coming to focus this week, so we talked a little bit about it next week. And so next week, let's have a little focus on G1 and what it means.
I'll try to do better at not just playing GTA and.
I won't. I'll keep the lobby open for you, Justin.
Figure out a way to.
Well, at least read up to what's happened because we've had some amazing matches that have come out of it. Yeah. Like they showed pictures of Kenny Omega after the match with Ishii, and it's like Jesus, just bleeding from everywhere.
This is a match that makes me happy.
Yeah,
Okada versus Skrull.
Ooh,
good for
nice.
Skrull.
Yeah, again another dude on the sly. Like, hey, he's good. Let's not forget. And junior heavyweight, my ass.
The match that makes me the happiest, maybe. Nick Aldis taking on Cody Rhodes for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
God damn, that's good.
Put your hand in mine.
Cause yeah, man, like leading up to All In when it was first forming, we were like, well, it's got to be Omega versus Cody.
Yeah,
that's got to be the main. I'm sorry for the NWA title. I mean, it'd be cool, Cody potentially taking the title that his father helped to make famous. But now, as stuff is played out, it's not bad.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And that's the card, which brings me to...
Omega's not in there somewhere?
You know what? I imagine he must be in that Battle Royal. Because, he was not anywhere on there.
Interesting.
I
thought they changed something.
Oh, maybe they have. And, maybe I just...
You know what?
Maybe they haven't updated
the show for next week is forming, Justin.
Yes.
We need to go a little more in depth into All In and G1. and like get outside of WWE a little bit for next week.
Well, the problem is I didn't have any time for anything extra these last 2 weeks.
That's okay. It's okay. I mean, we'll read up on it and bring the news to the people, sir.
So let's do this real quick. Just an interesting note. Telling us we have to go.
Please tell me something positive. Give me something positive.
Jack Swagger.
Okay.
Who his real name is Jake Hager.
It's a good all-American name.
Yeah.
Jake Hager.
Donald Jacob Jake Hager Jr. That's a lot of names. It's way too many names, Jack.
Jr.
He's in Lucha Underground now.
What?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a weird, fun fit. I like this.
And he's going by Savage Jake Strong. Or the Savage Jake Strong. Interesting.
Well, it's more the Mexican style. You know what? I'm okay with it. Is he wearing them? Oh, I want to see. You don't have anything of what he's wearing or anything, does he?
Mm-mm.
Damn. All right. Well, I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm interested in
It's
this.
weird because the big white dudes are going well over in New Japan right now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, what?
Yeah, this is going over well with me.
And you got, what's his name? Aldis was awesome down in, you're long gone, aren't you? Is it up on the screen? Are you showing the people?
No. What?
Okay. Remember, his phone has been disabled because of toiletry. So he can't put pictures of Liv Morgan in my face. So now he has it on a big screen over yonder.
Hashtag commitment.
Yeah, hashtag commitment.
There it is.
It's
Right
hot.
there. Or wait, I guess technically right there. Hashtag commitment. Still committed.
I feel like this energy drink is killing me. I might be dead.
It's all the sugar. So.
Dude, I can't do that. You're telling us I gotta die.
Please don't.
Okay. There it is.
Oh. We didn't even touch on like Joe and AJ just telling an amazing story. Again, we mentioned it last week. Oh yeah, I mean I get it. They wrestled a lot in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that doesn't make this any less awesome.
I hope Joe takes it and just becomes a monster for a long time.
Man, I don't know because like I'm so torn because you have Miz right there too. I'd love to see Miz win it.
Joe versus Brian.
Yeah, or Brian wins the Rumble finally, and then we go into Mania and it's Miz versus Brian. There's a lot.
So much potential, and you know what? Any direction they go, it's gonna be good.
SmackDown can do no wrong right now. It's just outstanding television.
Yep. Hey everybody, we're hashtag WrestlePals.
That's us.
You want to get a hold of us? Twitter's probably the best place. At once this phone's fixed, sure. At WrestlePalsVA, you can find us there. A Facebook page as well, Facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA.
You want to watch me type it out?
Or you can put literally on anything hashtag WrestlePals. Any form of social media, he will find it. That includes Tout. Put it on Tout. See what happens. He won't find it. Nobody's on Tout. It's fine. But if you want to get in touch with us individually, Justin's really easy to get a hold of. At the Hulkster on Twitter. Seems to be the place where he likes to air most of his, I'm going to call it weird laundry. Because nothing's dirty about Justin. Justin's a wonderful human being. Yeah, that's where he airs his weird laundry. At the Hulkster on Twitter.
What's my weird laundry?
I don't know, man. Chuggo videos. That's what your weird laundry is.
Come on, fucking guy!
It's the best. I'm going to listen to it the whole way home. Or, if you want to support Justin, and you should, patreon.com/ohijustin. It's not just the home for WrestlePals. It's the home for the Oh Hi Justin. I'm going to call it a micropod. I like the idea of a micropod.
Yeah, sure.
Take that name. Roll with that. Liv Morgan. There she is. Oh. Yeah, she's pretty. That's fine. Patreon.com/ohijustin. It's the home for these ghouls. It's the home for WrestlePals. It's the home for Oh Hi Justin. And all the myriad things that Justin is cooking up, that's where they're going. He's got one place where you can follow all of his... Is shenanigans a fair word to use?
I suppose.
Until I come up with a better one. Shenanigans? Shenanigans. Ooh, shenanigans sounds good. Write that down. None of these goals. Anyway, and I'm #WrestlePalNate. You can find me at The Nate Project on Twitter. Go ahead, tweet me. See what that gets you.
I just did.
Yeah.
From over here.
What's that got you? God damn, Justin. Or if you want to check out the rest of our back catalog, youtube.com. Go search for, spell it out, #WrestlePals. If you don't like the video version, I understand. I'm an ugly human being. I understand this. He's alright. Like, as far as humans go, he is one. You could just get the audio version. Go to iTunes, search for #WrestlePals, get the audio version there. But then you miss all the weird shenanigans that he's up to. Or what was that on? Stitcher, Google Play, not Spotify. They don't like us. Apparently they thought we were some sort of right-wing thing, and we're gone now. So weird, right?
Yeah.
Am I done? Because I think this energy drink is killing me for real.
All right.
I feel my heart exploding as I'm speaking. So I'm gonna go say this. Goddamn #WrestlePals.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.